y'all can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Probably going to get a lot of phone calls, crap like that. I just always like to start either videoing or I'll just live stream because I can download it later. Just really share that experience. We are headed to Rich Hill today. And I have to look at a pool table potentially. See, I've had no views. Hey, I got somebody. Stay, person. Hello, person. We're driving to Rich Hill, Missouri. Ah, dang, they're gone. Well, we're driving to Rich Hill, Missouri to work some arcade games. And the place that I'm going to, Rich Hill has an interesting story. Not many people have heard of Rich Hill. I am currently in Kansas. Because that's how it be. You have to drive south. We're like right on the border here of Kansas and Missouri, driving south down along the border, state line or whatever. And so to our left, just a couple miles over, is Missouri. I got about 4 miles left here until I get on 52 East, and that'll take us pretty much directly over into Rich Hill. Now, Rich Hill is an old town. I can't remember. I'll do a little walk around the town when I get down there. But obviously, Rich Hill has seen better days. It's one of those forgotten Missouri towns. And but there was some interesting things that went on there. It was I don't know if it was like a farming town. It wasn't a mining town because this ain't mining territory over here. It could have been mining, actually. You know, that would make sense with the name. I don't even know why it's called Rich Hill. There could have been a copper deposit or I don't know, something down here. I believe actually it is in mining territory for Missouri. One of the mining areas. Interesting little town. The place that I'm going is it's a cool little bar down here. It's called The Farm. And this place has got some interesting history. I believe it's always been a saloon or a bar of some sort since it was built. And it's one of the few like taken care of buildings on the street. You know, like the bank on the corner is just completely crumbled down into dust. I gotta get off right up here. So the bank on the corner's basically just completely collapsed. What we gotta go on here? Road work. And there's lots of other buildings have. And you can tell there used to be lots of buildings there. And turn on the wipers here. But God dang, man, they're all up and down the road here. I always like to live stream the drive while I'm when it's raining. Like I said, I can download it later. It's always a cool vibe, man. Got the po-po coming after somebody over here. Yeah, glad it ain't me. Glad it ain't me. Alright, shit, I gotta get off right here. Oh yeah, this is another cool place here. I don't even know how to pronounce that. There's another sign for it right here. Dang, we gotta go basically right by it. Right by this battle site. You know, maybe I'll stop through there also, maybe on the way back from Ridge Hill. I'll stream that too, but this is a massacre site. This is where they shot like John Brown's crew down here. Had something to do with, you know, the Quantrill's Raiders and John Brown and all those factions during the Civil War. But yeah, that's right up here. So this place over here to the right, I can't really mess with my camera, but this place over here to the right is, I guess, a rest stop, but it's also a trading post. I don't know what the fuck it is. So yeah, we got a rest area right here. Yeah. And then, but if we drive down a little further here, I don't know, it's probably pretty loud in this van. I'm trying to talk as loud as possible. But is this the sign for it? Maybe. Yeah, I think coming up right down here is the sign. Oh no, that's it. Oh no, that's the wildlife view. So that sign right there, that's the Mariah Signa. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Hispanic. Oh, we got a phone call. It was a work phone call. Did my camera slide down some?
Your liability. Should, this is a crazy thing, but should doctors be like...
Yeah, let's make more laws. Let's make more rules. That's a great idea.
Yes. And if they're starting to notice mental health deterioration, saying you have to come in 45. To take a driver's test again.
Even farther than that, I would say, can doctors declare you not fit to drive? Can doctors say, maybe they should. Maybe a doctor should be able to say, because I put myself in the position of a family member who knows that grandma shouldn't be driving, but I don't have I don't have science behind that. I just know grandma shouldn't be driving. Can I take her to a doctor and a doctor can do whatever tests and a doctor can say she's not fit to drive?
So a doctor can only give you advice and advise you not to drive if they determine your medical condition, cognitive function, or medication impairs your ability to drive safe.
Just call the law on your grandma, lady. Jesus Christ. Yeah, just go ahead and call the law on her and have her arrested, and then they'll just make sure they'll take her driver's license away. Yeah. That's the right.
One of them.
Okay, there needs to be a mechanism in place. Doctors, family, whoever, to take someone off the road who is not safe to be driving.
Who determines who is not safe to be driving? Like, you know, like what?
Right now.
How? I'm not trying to be antagonistic, but how far should that extend? Like, if you're going to the doctor and you're saying, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I need help with that.
Oh man.
I see where you're going. Or you go to the doctor and you have
yeah, you dumbass. I see where you're going with that. Yeah, okay.
I've been having lately, it's a lot. I can't even keep count. I drink a lot. Should the doctor then also say, like, this guy shouldn't be on the road? He admitted to me that he's been drinking a lot.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, if you got then it's like, if you have a medical marijuana license, guess what? You have that. So not only are they going to try to take your gun, like take your ability to own a firearm away at that point, they're also now, according to, if these people got it their way, they would also just take your damn driver's license, because you might drive while you're smoking weed.
It's not
dumb.
Do they get to
What about people who are prescribed Xanaxes or any other kind of drug or anything, you know? Hey, Hunter. How are you?
It's dangerous out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
913-586-7798. Yeah, maybe we're too willy-nilly.
Too willy-nilly.
These days.
It's not
too
right.
willy-nilly. Yeah,
Maybe we should not give it away so easily.
Oh, it's not a right.
You know, and focus more on some of that stuff.
It's not a right.
Well,
like,
you all have a lot of stories that are coming on the text line. Feel free to call 913-586-7798.
See what I'm saying? Worst takes ever. So it's not a right? Like that. It's not a right for you to be able to acquire a driver's license in the United States as long as you have the proper documentation and you functionally pass the driver's test. So that's not a right. Like how? I beg to differ. I think that is a right that's kind of been given to us here. It might not be in the in the Constitution because they didn't have cars, but like you cannot take away somebody's ability. That I would call that a right. That's because that would be cruelty towards somebody to take their ability to transport themselves, from place to place. Take that away from them. That absolutely, I feel like would be a right. Just like voting, I guess, or whatever else, but yeah, obviously you can take rights away from people. If you're a felon or something, like if you a felony, and there's reasons why they would take rights away, but anyway.
Car accidents.
And we could look deeper into one.
That's not like a right. I understand.
Yeah, maybe our focus is in the wrong place.
I think 16 to 19, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs. More than likely, it's just impulsivity, and I'm never going to die.
And lack of experience.
Yeah, and then ages 20 to 34, it's probably a lot of drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can figure this one out.
But I bet these people have never been in a car accident.
John's first up in Topeka. Hey, John.
Yeah. Oh, so if you start a car, so if you have a car accident, guess what? You can't drive anymore.
Yeah, that's the...
You've proven your inability to drive safely, so now guess what? You can't drive anymore.
What degree an idiot you are, you'll find out. But you got to just treat everybody as idiots, and then you'll be doing a whole lot better out there. And I thought, even I'm an idiot. Because I may be, if you're following me in a car, I react to the idiot in front of me, and you're like, what are you doing? So you got to react to me being an idiot because of somebody else. So anyhow, I digress. But my neighbor came over and talked to me, and he said, John, I've got a problem with my brand new truck. I got the truck I've always wanted. He's 88 years old. Wonderful guy, wonderful man. And he says, I got the truck I finally wanted, and I got a problem with it. It goes beep, beep, beep. Every time I start driving down the road, it starts making this noise, and I don't know what's going on with it. He goes, will you drive it and tell me what's wrong? So I drove it, and I took a look, and it started beeping, and he goes, that's the noise. I said, oh. I said, that's the lane maintain system. Your lane system.
Oh, my God.
I said, you're going over the center line or something. He's like, really? He goes, how do we turn it off? I said, well, if it's going off, I think we probably better not.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, and I don't know why, but every time I'm driving, people start screaming at me. I don't know, but they must love this truck. Yeah, especially the ones on the sidewalk. They're crazy for it.
They keep telling me I'm number one.
I can't take this anymore. So I'm going to do a little experiment here. I'm just going to scan through radio stations like one notch at a time and see if I get anything crazy in the static,
For adults with...
Celebrate Dad.
Oh, it only goes. Sounds like a good static. I heard something. Can y'all hear that? station. Alright, let's try.
Yes, and I have.
I'm trying to get to a good, like, static station, you know?
Final team behind.
Is that one? Yeah. Hello? Can anybody hear me in the static? On to Joplin, or towards Joplin. Right towards the, what appears to be a massive thunderstorm. I don't know for sure. On the road again. What's the speed limit out here? I don't know. 65, 70, 70. What I wanted to do was listen to Coast and kind of like roast it while I'm listening to it, because I love Coast to Coast, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the quality of guests on Coast to Coast has declined dramatically over the past, I don't know, 10 years probably. Shows used to just be so much better. I've stayed up and listened to it a few times recently. It's not very interesting, so it's background noise and I'm not really paying attention to it. But anyway, like I was saying, about this town we're going to, down here in Rich Hill. Was that a restaurant? Soulless. I don't know, what are we talking about? But yeah, Coast to Coast, I don't know, man. Used to be a lot better than me, in my opinion. That's just my take, my hot take. I've had one person pretty much sticking in there with me this whole time. And I appreciate it. Most of my job, I work on arcade games. Well, I'm the service manager for arcade game establishment. But most of my, when I'm not just at the shop in my office doing stuff or working on stuff in the shop, most of my job involves just a lot of driving. So you drive just like, you know, hours sometimes. In this case, only an hour and a half, not bad. Yesterday, you know, it was 2 hours, but you spend the majority of your time driving out to a place, right? To fix a game, I don't know, might take you 5 minutes, might take you 30 minutes, but usually it's not that, it doesn't take long at all. So you'll spend an hour, sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours driving somewhere just to fix a coin jam in an arcade game. And that is my life. funny thing about this town, Ridge Hill, we're going to, is that it's got like the original jail there in town. It really pisses me off that I didn't bring my ghost hunting kit. But the original town is right there in our town. The original jail is right there in town. Now the place that we're going to work on these games at, this place was a it was a saloon, and it always has been in some form or fashion. But the upstairs was a brothel. And now I've noticed this in a lot of these little towns that I've investigated and, you know, done a lot of paranormal investigations in. And it seems like it's mainly, well, mostly like frontier towns, you know, like these towns that were out here in Kansas and Missouri back, you know, just shortly after the states were purchased and people started buying the properties out here. Well, this town, like a lot of others, had a dancing hall right up the street. And this dancing hall, people would go and watch the girls dance, and then they would, but it wasn't so much a show as it was like an advertisement. So basically what was going on was these girls would dance up there, and then men in the audience would pick one, and then they would meet them down the street in the upstairs portion of this place we're going to. I've been up there investigating, and then there's more on top of that. So the owner of this place, I think in the late 80s, he died upstairs, right? Now, when he died, they left the place as is. So the bed that he died on is there. I think he had a massive heart attack, but the bed that he died on is there. There's some questionable stains in the floor, on the bed, and I was told that this place is completely, like, nobody's done anything to it. Now, unfortunately, I think I have maybe an EVP recorder in my bag here, and that, I think it, but that's okay. Equipment's all great to have, you know, during paranormal investigations, but not always 100% necessary. Yeah, it is strange. And you want to know what else is strange? Here's something else. Oh, hey, Katie. So the other strange thing is that the place, okay, so if you walk into the room where the guy lived that owned the place that died in the 80s, right? It's crazy. The door, so I guess he didn't have air conditioning, so he had just cut a hole out in his door that went in this one room, into his bedroom. And that's the front room that overlooks the street. And I gotta get off right up here. And the people that own the place now, they decided it would be a good idea to put their DVR camera system in that room on this little table. I might be able to get in there. I don't know. I don't think the bar doesn't open more. So what I have to do when I get down here is I have to go next door. There's a hardware store next door, also a historic building, but it's a hardware store next door. And I have to go in there and ask the owners for the key. They might have the key to that little side door that you have to take up to the old brothel, or the place where the guy died. I've eaten at this burger place right here. It's pretty good. Yeah, so this is Rich Hill. This is Rich Hill right here. Speed limit's 35. I'm being extra careful. I didn't wave at that man. I feel terrible. Let me put my hand up here on the steering wheel so I can wave. I'm not used to that up here. I feel like that's something that we did down south. Can you hear me okay, Katie? Are you still there? If anybody's watching, can you just tell me? Okay. All right, good. Thanks, Katie. Love you, honey. All right, so this is, now we're getting over here into the little historic part of town. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a little block building over here. That is the original jail. I'm gonna walk over there whenever I get down here, show it to you. Looks like, no, yeah, hardware store's open. I'm gonna turn here. Is that four-way, is it? No. Okay. Oh shit, what's going on? Alright, this is Rich Hill. Again, yeah, I haven't looked into the history of this place too much. I've been down here lots of times working on games and whatnot. I see they boarded up the bank over here. Looks like they might be trying to save it, but the roof is still gone. But to the right here, that's where the dance hall used to be. Not sure what that building was right there. You can see right here to the right, there used to be several, probably a handful of buildings there. I'm going right over here to the Farm Bar and Grill. I'm sure it's a great place. If you're ever down in the Rich Hill area, you should check it out. Alright, that's it right there on the right. Okay, here we are. I don't have my ghost hunting kit, honey. I left it in the F-150 yesterday. Sucks. My druid kit. I know what you meant. Okay. So, let's see. How you doing, sir? Good. I don't think I need to lock my door here. What are the odds somebody might be here? No, nobody here. Okay. Hey, I'm KD. I'm with Entertainment Experts. I'm here to work on their games over here.
Oh, so you need a key?
I need a key, ma'am. Yes. Thank you.
You have to go in. It only works on the back.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Got you. Thank you. What's the name of this hardware store again?
Heiser, H-E-U-S-E-R.
Heiser. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. I'm just gonna walk out your back here. And, okay. Thank you. This is a cool place. This is back side of the bar. Let me walk over here and see if I can see that. Yeah. See right there? That's the old jail right there. We'll see if we can go over and check it out before I leave, maybe. Farm. Yeah, this is cool. It's probably the coolest place in town. I assume this place is very busy. I have never been here when they were open. This is the old saloon. This was it, man. I guess that's open now. You have to, yeah, it's fine. Y'all remind me to. Oh, did you leave, Katie? Oh, darn. Alright. Yeah, this place is pretty old. Old saloon. You got a lot of games in here and stuff. I'm gonna see if I got my tripod in the van, but I'm probably just gonna kill this live feed, and I'll come back when I get ready, when I get everything set up and get to work. All right, well, y'all take it easy. I'll be back here in a few.